Connecticut on the gas. And here we go.
There it is,
Bang.
Mikey. Gate is down.
Woo.
First damp race of the week, man. Going to see some different lines today. No doubt about that. And I tell you, you cannot play follow the leader today. Guys down already, not even through the first. Whoa, two more guys down. Looks like that is definitely the number 75 out front leading the way. Jeremy Fapani, no stranger to being up front here in that 250B Limited. Fapani right now, a huge advantage, Mikey. Clear vision, clear track, not ripping through the tear-offs. And I tell you, he is not eating any roost right now, the number 75.
Well, if you're just tuning into Racer TV, no, we did not over-wet the track. We had a little rain last night. Megawatt, it's going to be slicker than a mayonnaise sandwich. Hold the bread.
Oh, absolutely. That's what happens when you let Kevin Windham loose in the water truck right there. This is what you get.
That's it. So slippery conditions, had a couple more riders go down. One was the 53 ride. That would be Dominic Felty. Hopefully he's able to get back on the throttle. That's one of my Indiana guys.
Oh, right on. Yeah, I know the name.
Mishawaka.
For sure.
One of my favorite town names, too. Mishawaka rolls off the tongue.
I've stayed there before.
I believe it.
Yeah, Mishawaka.
I believe it.
Absolutely. Right now, look at this. Working our way back down into the beach already. Here come our leaders back up and over the anthill. Man, that seems like a fast lap in the wet, Mikey. Here we go. Leaders
right.
Working their way back to us. Here comes Fapani, and look at him.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Mega, but I believe it was this 250B class where Fapani in Moto 1 did not have a great start.
Right.
He was just passing people like it was his job. So I got to think if Fapani out front right now, that might be bad news for the rest of these boys.
Listen, you give him this kind of advantage on this kind of track, it's dangerous. And all of our 250B guys, of course, are contenders. But you throw in the element of the moisture, you get the whole shot. Now, again, you're not ripping through those tear-offs. You're not eating that roost. Your radiator's not clogging up with sand.
That's right.
Your bike's not getting near as heavy as the guy behind you by any means. Look at this already.
Oh, buddy.
Who is that? That's
Thomas Ralston.
Thomas Ralston, yep, absolutely. And Dakota Allridge. These guys covering each other, just pelting each other. They're in a battle already on lap number 1, and it looks like they've raced a 30-minute moto already.
You're right. Throw out the front number plates today, boys, at least this morning. And I think we got some more weather in store today. So if you are here on property, just a reminder to, hey, batten down the hatches, pull in the awnings, all that stuff. Back to racing, we got a battle.
Woo! Look at it through the 10 Commandments. Here we go.
Oh, there you go. Good pass right there.
Aldridge put that Kawasaki up there ahead of Ralston on the Yamaha. Actually, no, Ralston's still up there. That was, I believe, Stort and Aldridge. So Aldridge got past Stort to put himself into number 3 position.
And that's Fapani out front right there, is it not?
Yes.
Okay.
On the orange KTM that's still orange.
But it's still orange. There goes the number 17, Dakota Allridge. Allridge on the move. Going to be interesting to see what his lap time is. Megawatt, we were talking this morning. I don't think we're going to see any fast lap times today, but these guys are hauling the mail right now.
I don't know that we're going to see any records here at Loretta Lynn's today. Oh, look at this. Big move about to happen. Aldridge working it. Inside, outside. He has realized, listen, we have got to get out there quick. We've got to make as many. Oh, no. Big mistake there. Went clear to that outside berm. Not sure what he was thinking. He might have just lost traction. Slid clear to the outside, but gives up the position. Now we have a new battle.
My goodness. Can he get him on the inside? It'll put him around. Oh, yeah.
Beautiful.
What a pass.
Nice defense.
Passing 101 right there, kids.
Absolutely.
Take notes.
Oh, no, big mistake, though, right after that. That's what we're going to see this morning, Mikey. The track's going to be inconsistent.
Liam Olaf, the 32, is up there battling.
Nice move.
Not surprised by that. And, hey, still, these given conditions, we're still in sub 2 minutes.
Leaders running 157, 158. That's huge in these conditions. I honestly thought Ralston's turned to 205. I thought that's where we were going to be here early this morning.
For sure. So Fapani is well out in front now. He's got a 13-second gap between him and Olaf. Thomas Ralston in the 3 spot. Dakota Allridge 4th. Jared Hannon in the number 5 spot. Outside of that, Mason Hulsey. Mason Nettleton in the 7th spot. Grayson Fair 8th. 9th, Kane Larson. And 10th, Trace Holland.
Whoa!
Oh, good save.
Holy cow.
How How did he do that? Saves himself from going down, keeps it on two wheels, gets a power back to the ground, and keeps his position.
That's how he did it. He put that power together. When he grabbed that handful, it straightened that Cowie back out and shot him straight back into the berm, exactly where he needed to be. So
street bike term.
When in doubt, gas it out.
That's it. I'm the street bike guy. Hey, if you're nervous, speed is stability, right?
Oh, yes. You better believe that.
Right there for sure.
Yeah, you don't chop on a sport bike.
Nope.
Okay, you don't chop
No,
a
you do
throttle
not.
for no means on that. The same thing right here. You saw that thing get all kinds of sideways and pulls it right out. Fapani, though, really starting to lay it down right now. Last time around, the gap was 13 seconds. Now, Fapani's killing it. I mean, he's got a great pace going on. But let me tell you something. He is not fooling with that roost. He does not have to eat it. He does not have to pull those tail offs. We keep talking about it, you know. This is how big of a factor it is.
Megawatt, sometimes I wish there was a way of knowing how you really feel.
It's a good thing we got a mute button on the mic. That's all I can say. Okay.
Jeremy Fapani. Hey, he's slowed down, Mega. He's running a 2-minute flat, basically.
Oh, yeah,
Only
we gave
at
up
11.
2 seconds on that gap. Yeah.
But I got to think what that is. It's not a mistake. I think he's settling into that race pace. I don't want to send it too hard. These are slippery conditions. I want to hit my marks.
And Mikey, this 158.5 compared to this 150, that could be applying the power and drifting wide. You
for
ate up
sure.
half a second, hitting that power, and all of a sudden the bike dug in and spun, didn't go forward. There's another half a second. So there's a couple seconds already.
So Fapani, after Moto number 1 with a bad start, we talked about him all Moto, working his way up the pack. And here in Moto 2, he says, I'm going to show you what I can do with a good start. So he would be 2-1 right now. He is your favorite, I think.
And, you know, take a look back here, Mikey. Robert Thomas, a 2:04. Trace Holland, a 2:04. Guys a little bit quicker than some of the riders ahead of them. All of a sudden, we take a look at Grayson Fair. Grayson Fair's down to a 2:02. He's 4 and 5 seconds faster than the 2 riders ahead of him. Now, was that a great lap? Did they make a mistake? We'll find out.
Yeah, very good point. Yeah, Grayson Fair is plus 14 on the passes, so on the move. Looking down, another guy, the number 94 of Alvin Hillian. He's picked up 10 positions. The number 94, that is a rider that finished 3rd Megawatt in Moto number 1. So he's kind of got to do that Fapani-style first Moto. He's got to click through the ranks here.
Oh, no doubt. That's what's going to be necessary. And, Mikey, you know, it's not going to be long. We're going to be rolling into them 3rd motos. And this second moto is so critical to each and every one of these riders because next time around, man, it's hardware time.
Yeah, that's right. They will be giving away hardware before you know it. Like you said, Grayson Fair picks up another position up into the 4 spot now. And now he's picked up, that's a total of 5 positions he's moved up. Dakota Allredge falls to 5th.
Olaf's cut the lead almost in half. It was 13 seconds.
Whoa.
Now we're down to 70. Turn a 156 last time around. We watched this guy charge the other day. Watched him come right through the pack. Took no prisoners. Passing guys where he comes. There wasn't setting anybody up. He passed them where he came to him, man. In a corner, no problem. He went inside. On a jump face, he out-jumped him. Through the commandments, he rode right past him. So Fapani, he's in trouble right now if Olaf gets the mojo rolling.
Yeah, he is charging. There's no doubt about it. Watching the battle on RacerTV.com. Little look down at the machine. Fearless, these guys, man. Absolutely fearless. All the mud. I feel at home. There's Liam Olaf right there, the number 32 Yamaha Megawatt. I feel like I'm at home. I feel like I'm calling Snowshoe GNCC right now.
Yeah.
We're all covered in mud. It's the brown rider on the brown bike with the brown gear.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I love it. Very similar, and we had the same conditions this year at Snowshoe.
Yeah, we did.
You're going to get one good day of it every year at Snowshoe.
That's right.
I promise you.
It tests your willpower. Doesn't matter if you're racing or you're working.
It may be 4-wheel day, it may be 2-wheel day, but the bottom line is you're going to see some mud. Howard's Hole will not disappoint.
Oh, no. Now, that man right there, he's got the clean front number plate. That's because it's the number 75 of Jeremy Fapani. There is Liam Olaf now. Going to buzz past the mechanics area, trying to track down that man right there, Jeremy Fapani.
Fapani, look at this, man.
He's in the sights.
He is being hunted right now. There's a shark in the water. He smells blood. He's got a 32 tattooed on his snout. That's all I can tell you.
That's it. And with all that mud, he's camouflaged. I don't know if Jeremy Fapani's going to see it coming. Jared Hannon on the move. He's up into the number 4 spot right now, about 6.5 seconds back from Thomas Ralston. Let's talk this. Number 58, Thomas Ralston, having a great ride. Not taking anything away from him, but the gap between 3rd and 2nd right now, it's a mile, 25, call it 26, 25.9 seconds.
Yeah, the problem for Ralston is that gap's only going to get bigger. Olaf's 9 seconds a lap quicker. Okay, there's 9 minutes left in this thing. We're down to almost 5 seconds for a gap. It's 6.1 right now. When you look at 3 seconds a lap, 2 seconds a lap faster than Fapani, writing's on the wall. That's basic math, not Chinese arithmetic.
That's it. We don't need the abacus.
This is not difficult. This is easy, like Sunday morning, okay?
Easy like Sunday morning. That's a song for you kids out there. Easy like Sunday morning.
Oh,
calling all Jan Michael Vincents. That was beautiful. A thing of beauty. A couple more riders. Ryder Malinowski, the number 91 Husqvarna, and that number 94 of Alvin Hillian, who finished 3rd. Both of those guys charging right now. They've linked up. You got Ryder Malinowski. I'm struggling this morning. He's plus 11 passes. And Hillman says, I see what you're doing. Let me link up with you. I'm plus 13. Let's go get him. So Fapani and Liam Olaf, 6 laps in. Olaf is charging Megawatt Matt Watson now a 3.5 second gap.
Yeah, again, and look at this. Almost 3 seconds difference in the lap time. So it's very simple math. As we said, we've got 7.5 minutes left. There's a 3 second gap, and he's 2.5 seconds quicker a lap.
Hey, let's throw another element into the mix. We've got lap traffic now.
Oh, listen, moving obstacles, Mikey.
That's right.
We talked a lot about lappers this week, and they have come into play. No question about that. The long and short of it is, now all of a sudden, outside of the jumps, the corners, the ruts, you have a moving obstacle when you get into lap traffic.
And I mean, if you've got the guy, he's in the good line. Look at the condition. Man, that was a good move right there. He absolutely hucked it. But yeah, if you got a lapped rider that's in that good line, and we don't have a lot of lines yet, we will as the day develops, you got to jump out of the good line. And he's down.
Oh.
How much time is it going to cost him? That is Olaf.
Man, all that work, Mikey, for nothing. Got to hit the reset button. Got to go back to work. Got to start all over again.
So Fapani catches a break. He's going to be the beneficiary there. And so that 3.5 second gap is going to be a little bit more. Liam Olaf, the number 32 Yamaha, scooting. Thomas Ralston still in that 3 spot. Now, fortunately for Liam Olaf, the 35 second gap helps him out, so he didn't lose a position. Right. He just lost that time he'd been working so hard to gain on Fapani.
And man, worked that thing down to 3 seconds, Mikey. Going to be curious to see as we come back around what 3 seconds has turned into. Took him just a minute to get the bike up. Had to wipe that grip off. Now, Olaf has dirty, muddy gloves. He's got muddy grips. Might have something in that clutch lever. You never know, because that's the handlebar that dug in.
Yep.
Going to be very interesting. Is he going to be able to adapt?
Very good point. Jared Hannon back in the 4th spot with Mason Nettle in 5th on that gas. Trace Holland, Grayson Fair, Kane Larson in 8th, Will Campbell in the number 9 spot, and Ryder Malinowski back in 10th with Alvin Hillen. Those guys still on the move, continuing to pass guys. But as you know, Matt Watson, the further up you go in the leaderboard, the harder it gets to pass.
Listen, Only makes sense. The guy up front's up front for a reason. He's riding fast.
That's right.
So when you start passing guys in the mid-pack position, when you start getting inside that top 10, each one of these guys is going faster and faster. That makes each pass harder and harder.
That's right. Jared Hannon picks up a position. He gets a little mistake there by Thomas Ralston. Ralston drops 2 positions. Hannon gets around him. Grayson Fair gets around him. So now your podium looks like Fapani, Olaf, and Hannon. Plenty of racing left. About 5 minutes left in this one. And Ralston now rounding out that top 5.
5 minutes can be an eternity, Mikey, in
For
these
sure.
conditions right now. Normally that's going to be about 2.5 laps, maybe 2 laps if we're talking about sub 2 minutes, blah, blah, blah. Right now, that could be an eternity. Oh, look at Olaf. Man, just going to work like a scalpel right there, dude. Sliced right through, made the cut, boom, was in.
Don't question Liam Olaf's mental fortitude.
No.
Not phased. Hey, I made a mistake. I got time. I'm gonna go get him.
Mikey, how interesting though. 4 minutes to go. 4 seconds a lap quicker. The gap's 8 seconds. Does that tell me we're going to see this one at the finish line?
Let's go.
Let's do it. From the Bermuda Triangle to the finish line, where this one going to go down?
It's Thirsty Thursday, Megawatt. I want to see it. It's time to party. I like to party.
Jeremy Fapani, the number 75, checks in. Olaf, wait a minute. Is that gap back down to 3 seconds already? The gap just went from 8 seconds to 3 seconds on that lap. Well, yeah, when you turn a 201 compared to a 205.
Liam, it is sensational.
Olaf is not going to be denied. I'm telling you, he's bringing this thing to the checkered flag right now. That tip over was motivation for that guy.
Yeah.
Listen, like you said, mental, not at all. Not this dude. Solid as a rock.
No!
Is that a lapper?
Oh, I think that's Hannon. I believe that is Hannon. That's the 40. Is that the 48? No. Okay, it was. I thought that was the 28 for a moment. I think that is the 40. Don't want to see it anyway. Either way.
Connected with a lapper. Yeah. Here goes Olaf again. Back on the chart. Listen. Still in contention.
For sure.
For the hardware. Still in contention again. Cost him some time, but not the position. And I have to tell you, Olaf is going to bring it right now for these last 2 laps. I believe the card is out. Tough to see, a little fogged up in there.
I believe so.
Got the condensation out this morning.
And Megawatt.
Looking dark out there, Mike.
It is raining. It is. It's going to rain.
There,
your weather forecast today is going to rain.
Hey, gang, make your way over to Racer X. Umbrellas on sale. Yesterday there were sunbrellas. Today there are umbrellas.
That's right.
So no matter your need, we've got you covered over there this morning at Racer X.
Zach Herron making his way down to the podium to talk with our top 3. White flag out. Jeremy Fapani, the number 75 KTM out of Scottsdale, Arizona, on that Orange Brigade monster backed ride, has been sensational. He has needed every second in between him and Liam Olaf. Olaf with another little mistake. He's now 13 seconds back, and maybe at this point Liam settles into that and take it to Moto 3.
Mikey, we've been Liam because he was on the gas. Here's the deal. Fapani rode a beautiful race. Fapani rode an excellent moto. I didn't see the guy bobble. Might not have been on camera or this or that, but how consistent. 204, 205, 206. Did the work early, 158, 159, opened the gap to 13 seconds, did what he needed to do. Olaf got on the gas. You know what? Sometimes when you're charging, you override the bike, you override the machine, especially in conditions like this. So, yeah, Olaf put on a charge. He set some fast laps. Jeremy Fapani, Racecraft 101 right here, kids.
Bingo.
Pay attention, 65 riders, to what Fapani just did right here.
Go back and watch this one on Racer TV. Study the film, kiddos, I promise you. Fapani on RacerTV.com. He is almost there. Let's keep it on 2 wheels. Bring it home. He's got to feel good about this one.
I feel good about it.
Yeah,
Are you kidding me? This is how we start today, Mikey?
That's right. I
like
love
this?
it. I love it. 65cc 10 to 11 limited is going to be next. Well, we got to get this one in the books first.
Is there like a filter on these cameras? Because it looks so nice on camera. Like,
really
right.
does.
When I look out here, we can barely see the headlights of the cars.
I'm telling you.
Right now.
It's gnarly out here. Little dab right there by Fapani. He's all right, though. He's bringing it home. Here we go. Bang! Checkered flag flies for Jeremy Fapani.
Wow. Great job, Jeremy.
All right, here come Olaf is about 13 seconds back, that number 32. So Fapani, the number 75 machine, will go 2-1.
Wow.
Liam Olaf,
That's strong, dude.
the number 32, checks in right there. We'll go 1-2. I'm ready.
Man,
I'm ready for this Moto 3.
The stage is set.
This is going to be a fun one. There's Fapani. He says, let me put that machine right up on the box. You boys see what I can do with a good start now.
And this is what we live for down here. 2-1 versus 1-2, mono and mono.
That's
Last
right.
moto, let's bring it. He who wins, wins.
That's right.
So,
Saw Daniel Blair down there giving him the fist bump. Stoked on that one. And I believe Zach Heron down there getting things dialed for us. Zach, when you're ready to take it away, take it away. I think we're still waiting on the number 18 KTM of Grayson Fair. There he is. He's checked in. So Grayson will seal the deal on third. The number 18. That was a ride of redemption for him. Moto 1, I think he finished back in the 23rd. So Grayson Fair says, all right, Moto 1 didn't go my way. I know I'm capable of more. Let's go out and prove it in Moto 2. Trace Holland picking up a position in 5th and Thomas Ralston 4th. Good rides by them, so.
Malinowski hung in there in 9th, and Will Campbell able to stick it in there in the top 10. So these guys, you know what? They're in medal contention, man. These guys,
sure.
depending on that first moto, outside that top 5, man, you're still looking at a possible box, Just depends on how this last one plays out.
All right, guys. Hey, I'm going to jump in. I am down here at the podium. It is wet. It is muddy. But, man, these guys are pumped up down here. And our winner right now, getting a sip of water, we're going to call him up to the podium. Jeremy Fapani grabbing that win. He's going to make his way up to the box. The fans are hanging out. The Moto fans, just as tough as the racers out here. They're not scared of a little rain. Got a quick team breakdown here. And then here he comes. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together. The number 75, Jeremy Fapani, getting the job done in the mud. Got the gold, got the job done here. Getting the shot, and then we are going to get the word as to how he did it. Man, we talk about a crucial time to be out front. Talk about the conditions, not optimal out there right now.
Yeah, so it started out pretty good. Then once lines started working in, riders pushing stuff out, going down, it really made it slippery out there. It has a pretty hard base out there. So, just tried to make some trick lines out there, make it work. And, yeah, just had a great time. Goggles fogged up a little bit on the last few laps, so that was a struggle. But besides that, we're pumped.
Yeah, we were pretty impressed up in the tower. It looked like the pace wasn't slowed down a ton, maybe using a little more outsides, kind of flowing a little bit more. But did you feel like you were still able to push pretty hard on the track?
Yeah, we were going good. I had to pull up a little bit. Like I said, it was getting slippery, like the 10 Commandments. Those almost got me a few times. That scoop tire doesn't hook up very good on slippery lips, so we had to back off that. But besides that, we were able to keep it going pretty good. So.
Yeah, man, you got the job done for sure. Who do you want to thank for being on top of the box?
Love to thank my mom, my dad, my mechanic, Tyler and Wyatt, KTM Orange Brigade, Daniel and Maddie, Monster Energy, and Monster Mike. You guys have been a huge help. 100% Bell Helmets, A-Stars, all the friends watching at home, Joe, Mike, Tall. You guys are huge support to me, so I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
There you go. That is the Moto winner, Jeremy Fapani, getting the job done in the wet conditions. These guys are able to do it. Rain, shine, sleet, hail. Hopefully we don't have any of that. And as our next class gets ready to go off on the sight lap, we're going to call up second place, grabbing a silver medal. Please put your hands together for Liam Olaf. And man, we talk about on Racer TV. We've been flexing the outfits, man. You are 50 Shades of Brown right now, has been working out there. So Liam, man, step up. Let's talk about how you got the job done out there. You got the boots just caked up in mud. Talk about what was the soil out like there? It didn't look like it was a sloppy mud. It looked like it was sticking to you.
It was both. It was sloppy, like on the parts that had been bladed last night. So sloppy, and then areas were kind of sticky and deep. And then, I mean, track's kind of tough right now. All you gotta do is keep tear offs. I ran out and I started getting water in them when it started raining. So I started to struggle for vision, and then I fell once, just that's my fault. And then the second time, I didn't see anyone down in the 10 pack, and then I ended up doubling in, and he was right there, so I had nowhere to go. So yeah, I'm a little bummed that, because I knew I had the pace, I had the speed, so obviously I'm gonna fix that, fix the mistakes, and we'll come out for the next 3 motos.
Hey, without a doubt, man, you clearly have the heart of a lion. You were never giving up. We saw it on Racer TV. Who do you want to thank for getting the job done, putting it on the box?
Oh yeah, I thank my mom, dad, whole family, aunts, uncles, cousins, my sisters, National Sheriff's Association, Alpine Stars, Moose, Asterisk, Bell, Monster, 100%, Yamaha, Dunlop, ODI, VP, Twin Air, Budman for training me, Will Hahn for training me, and everyone else, thank you so much.
There you go, guys. That is second place here to kick off the day. Liam Olioff hitting the deck a couple times, but the man could not be stopped. And then we're going to call up our final spot on the podium. Grayson Fair turning things around here in Moto 2. Man, this is what it's all about, dude. You have earned that thing. Hold it up high. Put your hands together one more time. Grayson Fair going to round out the box. All right, man, step up. We got to make sure everybody at home and here at Racer TV can see you. Come on, right in the middle, man. You're not hiding from them. Let's talk about it. So correct me if I'm wrong. He was 23rd in Moto 1, correct?
That's correct.
So we just decided, you know, I'm going to drop 20 positions here in Moto 2 and just try to get a podium here, right?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. We're just happy to be here. 3 weeks ago, I'm riding with a broken collarbone in hand. So late in the day when it's rough, it's kind of hard on me. But this morning, got a mid-pack start and just had to push through. I lost my goggles like mid-moto, but I went down mid-moto too, but we just had to come back and fight for that third.
So we went down. We're riding with a damaged wing and no goggles, and you still got the job done.
Yes, that was the case.
There is no quitting you, man. Well, congratulations. Who do you want to thank for putting it up here on the podium?
Oh man, I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, my family, my mechanic Gregory, Factory Connection, MX Tire, Adventure Moto, FMF, and everybody else. Thank you.
What a job there, man. And that's quite the story. Dropping 20 positions from Moto 1 to Moto 2. Grayson Fair rounding out your podium. And then, of course, we got the Stasic Holeshot Award as well. Mason Hulsey, the first one around the first turn. So, Mason, I've got a Holeshot Award courtesy of Stasic waiting on you. And here he comes, man. We talk about crucial. We talk about you got to get the start. If there is any time I would like to be first around the first turn, it is this morning, man. Congratulations. Hold that thing up high. And we're going to get a word with you, talk about just how nice it was not having to pull the tear off, the roll off. Man, it's, we talk about it. Today of all days, that's when you want to be first around the first turn, right?
Yeah, first moto was kind of rough, so I got lucky. Someone left the gate open in the middle. It was filled with water, but I got a good jump, clicked third gear, and didn't really see nobody. I just held on a little bit longer. But I can't thank Rock River Power Sports enough, everyone at Yamaha, Checkmate MX, my family, my son, my girlfriend, FXR, 60, X Brand, Decal Works, Guts, and everybody else that makes it happen. I appreciate it so much. Thank you.
Well, there you go, guys. Congratulations, Mason, getting that Stasic Holeshot Award. Guys, that's going to do it for us down on the podium. I'm going to send it up to you in the tower.